public speaking. My name is Brian Davis, you may know me. Hello, Laura, it's been a little while. Today I'm going to do my how-to speech. Today I'm going to teach you how to change your oil. So first steps of changing your oil are you got to identify your vehicle. Right here, you got a 1996 Chevy 3500 with a 5.7 liter motor. That's a Vortec. And for that, you'll basically look in your owner's manual and it'll tell you what your engine is. And basically you come this way. You also gotta figure out what kind of oil your truck takes or car takes. So on your engine oil cap right here, it'll tell you what oil it takes. And if you can brush it off a little bit, it tells us 5W30 for this truck. Now that we know how much oil it takes, in your owner's manual, it should tell you how much it will take. So I looked it up, and for this vehicle, it simply needs 5 quarts, and luckily enough, this Napa branded oil has exactly a 5-quart jug. Here we are in the shop with Napa Auto Parts in Montezuma, Iowa. Nice little plug, work here. And also you'll need to figure out what oil filter your truck vehicle needs. For that, you'll come to your parts store, you go to the counter and be like, hey, I need a filter. You tell them what car you have and what engine's in your car. And for us, a filter recommended for the truck, and then is an OEM spec, is a 1060 Napa oil filter, which is pretty generic amongst a lot of these mid-90s Chevy trucks. Go. Okay. All right, now that we have the two most basic necessities for your oil change is your oil filter and your oil. Next thing you figure out is to locate the oil pan gasket and the gasket with the oil pan underneath your vehicle. I've already done that and I've checked on what the size of the nut it is. And luckily enough, first try, I got it at 15 millimeters, a metric nut. And another couple things that'll be pretty handy for you that you need for your oil change would be an oil pan. Like the oil that comes out of the old oil pan, and a creeper to go on underneath your vehicle, so it's pretty much easier to get to the oil pan and unscrew the oil. Oil change, you want to take off the oil cap, as this will relieve the pressure and let flow go easier out of the engine and give a better flow to your oil pan when you remove the oil. You want to kick the oil pan collector underneath your vehicle so you have a good collection spot. Underneath the vehicle, I am on the creeper, as I said before. I have it's actually further than I thought. Alright, and we have the oil pan collector. Sorry about the noise. And I have my 15 millimeter screw in my hand, not the screw, the socket with me. And right here, I'll tap on it, is the oil nut. And here we're just gonna simply loosen it and it'll begin to spill oil. So I can do this with one hand. Maybe, maybe not. It's probably the first time it's been done in a while. Okay, I'm gonna pause and cut this so I can actually get this off. Okay, now that we got the oil nut broken off, we just unscrew it by hand. And the oil will begin to start flowing out. Hopefully it'll make a mess. Readjust the pan. There it goes. It's flowing out. Well, we'll come back to it. Now that that's mostly coming out pretty smoothly, we're gonna try to remove the oil filter. Hopefully I can get it with one hand, maybe, maybe not. Nope. Now that we have that mostly untightened, we're gonna unscrew the oil filter the rest of the way with our hand. And hopefully, there we go, get that a little bit of extra oil off. How tight is this thing on? Jesus. It is still screwing off. There we go. There we go. Get the rest of the oil out. And your oil filter will probably contain oil. So you want to tip that upside down. Oh, that was a really full filter. And be advised, if you do not like to get messy, do not change your own oil. All right, now that you have the old oil filter, look at the person who did the last oil change, use the same filters we did, so it's pretty perfect. The 1060. What you want to do is you want to prime the new oil filter. So basically just priming, it means like filling up a little bit, probably halfway or 3/4 or 3/8 of the way full of oil. So probably about yay-ish, a little bit of the sticker. And you want to lube up the outside of the sticker. This is going to take your oil that's meant for the vehicle. You want to pour a little bit in there. Get it going. And get a little bit on the edges. So just take your finger, get all around the edge on the seal. So you put it in there, there's no rubber to steel contact. Get a nice little layer of oil on there, and that's really good to have.
Okay, now that most of this oil has been drained out, now it's been a couple 10-ish minutes. You can, where's the hole? There it is. You can start sticking in the screw the oil nut back in, screw it in, start it in with the hand, by hand. Again, you expect to get messy. Tighten as hard as you can by hand, then grab your wrench that's meant for this nut. For this case, it's a 15mm for me. And then tighten it as hard as you can by hand. And all you want to do is just hand tighten it, because you don't want to. If you had a torque wrench, this would be nice, but I do not in this case. But if you had a torque wrench, you do it to the torque specific settings meant for this nut, which would be located in your owner's manual. Okay, now that that's screwed in, we're going to screw in our new oil filter. Simply want to just line it up with the hole. And once it's lined up, I want to simply just start hand tightening it. Go in a clockwise position as we can line it up. There we go. Also, what would help if you have a oil filter wrench, you can also use that at the bottom of the oil filter to tighten it an extra halfway. Same thing, I don't have one on hand, but I'll hand tighten as well as I can get it on. Now that that is hand tight as I get it, we want to get everything from underneath the truck out of the way. So we're going to move the oil pan back out from underneath there. Make sure everything's cleared up.
Alright, now the final and probably the easiest step of our oil change is you want to grab your funnel. You want to stick it into the old spot. You want to stick it into the oil plug. Basically, just start filling it with the oil. And as the oil is all filled in, what now you can do is put on our oil cap. I sort of lied. The very last step you want to do is you want to find the key. There we are. You want to prime the oil filter. So you just want to turn the key just enough so the pumps start going. You want to do that a couple times so oil can get to that oil filter that's down there. Well, I lied more than a couple times. You want to do like 5. Once that's going, you want to turn it over. And there you are. Let your car run for a little bit, and you have yourself an oil change.
You don't lie. What you want to do for your very last step is go back underneath to the oil pan and your oil filter, and you want to ensure there's no leaks coming through. As we can see, there is no leaks.
Okay. Okay. I keep lying to you, Laura. The very, very last step you do, okay, put your old recycled oil somewhere, right? So take it to your local hardware store, drop it off, and you should be able to recycle it in one of these big old jugs, one of these big jugs. All right, that's how you do an oil change.